Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures episode 204, episode 54 on our Dwarven Paladin. Let's jump back in, shall we? Last time we left off, we were finishing up some loose ends in Darkshire. We were traveling around to like Stormwind and stuff like that. We went to the wetlands again, and I believe now we're going back to the wetlands. I think we finished up all of our business here in Stormwind. Yo, did you hit me with that? Oh, he hit himself with that. My man. Alright. We also went ahead and made the hardened iron shortsword, which is pretty exciting. It's a very fast weapon. And you, my elven friend, stay safe.
These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time. So
yeah, 5 stamina, 21 to 39. The weapon damage is a little low, but it is extremely fast. 1.8 speed compared to what were we using before? We were using the heavy bronze mace, right? So it's 2547. So the low end is 4 less, and the top end is 8 less. So 4 to 8 is the weapon damage that we're losing. Basically, a coarse weight stone will make up for that. But it's a full second faster compared to the heavy bronze mace. And we just get more stamina out of it. We also got this cool shield, the Crest of Darkshire, for finishing up one of the main quest chains in Darkshire. So pretty exciting. I didn't think about it, but since it's going to take me a while to fly, I think I'm going to pause the video while we fly. I'll resume when we touch down in Menethil, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, just touched down in Menethil. Touchdown in New Orleans. Is it New Orleans? Mississippi. I don't know what he says. Oh, good song though. Man, that's going to kill me. I got to know what he says. Hang on. While we run out here. Touchdown in New Orleans. Is that what he says? It's walking in Memphis, but touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues. That's what he says. God, that's embarrassing. Little Flathead, what a cool name. And he's being followed by... Do I want to put the helmet on? Nah, I look like Little Red Riding Hood, bro. Take this shit off. We look too cool without a helmet on, honestly. Oily black mouth. I think I'm going to hold off on that. Hopefully there's some floating wreckage along the coast, but... And hopefully these boys aren't going to where I'm going. Looks like a little toolbox. Okay, so this is... He's a guy that buys his gear and he plays with 2 characters. Yikes. How are you not embarrassed, dog? This shit is so whack, bro. Well, it doesn't look like he's at least buying gold. Looks like he's just buying his gear. You can tell when someone's buying gold when they've got, like, a fiery weapon on both their weapons. You know, all their gear is blue BOEs. It's like, brother, you've got no shame. We called out that warrior a couple episodes ago, and I was like, I'm not supposed to call people out, you know, just let them play how they want to. But, dude, it's made me just want to call out every single person that I see that's, like, buying gear and shit. It's so shameless, bro. It's so disgusting. All right. Well, right there is Snaelig, so... Switch to the axe here, because I need to, Ooh. Shit. Yeah, you got me cursed. Alright, Snaelig's snuff box. Yeah, I just wanted to switch to the axe here to make sure that I could actually, deal with that guy kind of quickly. Now for the rest of these guys, I think I'm just going to use the sword and shield and try and level up our one-handed sword skill. This is a really cool curse. I don't know if there's any other curse like this in the game, but essentially this... oh, is he a fisherman too? What is that in the water? Oh yeah, well, Mike Holman. Let's see. He's not solo self-found. Oh. Maybe he's not solo self-found, but at least he's not completely disgusting. Again, I think it's going to be better for me to... I want to see my swing speed with Seal of Crusader. 1.1. Look at how fast I attack. Holy shit. Let's do Seal of Crusader for a good bit while I get my sword skill up. A lot of these swings are going to be like glancing blows, stuff like that, just because our weapon skill is too low. Once we get it to like 150-ish, I think we'll switch over to Seal of Righteousness. At this point, I feel like Seal of Righteousness is going to be better for my one-handed. But dude, look at how fast I attack. 1, 2. I was right. It's basically every second, is what I was saying last time we played. Yeah, the weapon damage is low just because, again, we're just getting... Majority of our swings are glancing blows right now, so... I'm fine with this taking a little bit of time. Now, one thing I want to try with this next pull is using Seal of Light, big crit, judging it on them, and then just swinging. This should help with some of the sustain. There you go, Redoubt got some use. I need 13 of these sailors and 5 marines. Yeah, this is pretty nice. We're at 122 already. I parry, parry, miss, parry. Oh my god, I'm a beast. Parry. Oh my god, wait, what's that? This guy's so frustrated. And then they're hitting me for like 29, so anytime I get a Seal of Light proc, I'm basically healing that back up. It's great. It's such a great combo. Fast one-hand weapon with Seal of Light judged on them, and then using Seal of Command. And you're just like, you know, hands off. I don't even have to play the game. Immediately, there's the curse again. Once we get to like 150, we should be okay. Redoubt procking. Use some of my mana here. Just be careful for respawns. I guess he actually hit me with Blessing of Wisdom. Go ahead and rebuff. Yeah, this combo is great. This feels so good. They hit me for 23, I heal for 25. Heal for 25, block 19, take 8. It's so good, man. Let's see my swing speed with Seal of Righteousness. So like 1.6, 1.7. It's a little slower, but obviously we get more damage. Pull some of these guys back up top. Can I not stack Judgment of Light and Judgment of the Crusader? Maybe you can only have one. Yeah, you can only have one Judgment per target. Okay, of course. It would be kind of crazy to put a bunch of like different debuffs on them and then... That makes sense. Alright, 140. I think we're now in the range where we're not going to be glancing a ton. I know that the DPS is lower when I use a one-handed sword and shield, but it just... One, visually it feels and looks cooler, in my opinion, and two... I don't know, I feel safer. I feel like... I don't know. I like it. I know that the TTK, obviously from the numbers here, the TTK is faster if I use my two-handed axe, but... I'm a fan of this. Let's let some mana regen here. Like, look at this. They're basically doing nothing to me. If I get lucky with procs, I negate so much of that damage. And if I really wanted to, I could go to Devotion Aura and reduce even more of the damage that they're dealing to me. The hell are you saying brains for? Isn't that my line? I'm the one that's cursed with the undead. I mean, I guess they're ghosts, but... I love how fast I attack with Seal of Crusader. The damage is like, it's bad. It's 37, 36, 37. But you figure, if I swing 3 times by the time that I can swing 1 time with this axe, 30, 60, 90. And then like 3, 1, 2. I'm dealing like 95 on average by the time that I get 1 axe swing out. And let's say that 1 axe swing winds up getting parried. It's technically no damage that I'm dealing, right? Or they dodge it, or I miss, right? Versus it's just a consistent 30, 30, 30. And if they block one of these, that's okay. The next one's coming in 1 second. Like, I need a few more Marines, and majority of them seem to be... Maybe there'll be more back here. I'd say majority of them seem to be under the ship. We didn't even have a coarse weight stone on either. Oh, that's right. It's a blade. I don't need a coarse weight stone. I get to use sharpening stones again. Alright, there seems to be more Marines over here. I didn't even need my elixir of water breathing. I thought I might have to go underwater for a little bit here, but no, not really. Crits are for 66. It's so bad. But that's okay. Look at the damage is consistent. I mean, I don't mind taking on 3 targets. Letting that mana regen. Go Seal of Light. Judge it. Then back to Crusader. It's Mike Holman. Grab one more Marine after this, and then we'll go get the Dragon Maul War Banners. Yeah, I actually really like this. Check and see if there's any treasure in here. There's not. Well, I guess that's nice. I do get to put this back up and save it for some future shenanigans. Get a bit of silk from these boys. Oh, floating wreckage. Hopefully Mike Holman doesn't see that. He's busy killing Marines. Now, obviously, we want the boxes over everything, but at this point, you know, some more Rumsey would also be nice. Running pretty low, have one of each. There's one watertight trunk. And a strangle kelp. Bolt of silk cloth. So, money. Let's add Mirelo to our target macro real quick. Just while we're running through this general area, I can spam it in case he's up. Alright, the curse is gone. Let's swing by the specialty goods vendor over here, see if they have anything new for sale. Also, just get rid of this stuff. It's 14 silver for those two. If you want to view paradise. Leatherworking, tailoring, leather, cloth. Can't wait to be a tailor or a leatherworker. I feel like you have so much more gear that you can craft because there's so many more recipes out in the world sold by vendors. I don't think I've ever found, well, we found one, maybe 2. It's definitely less than 5, but because we did buy the hardened iron short sword off of a blacksmith merchant. This isn't something that they teach you organically. You have to wait for the recipe to spawn, but there's not many is what I'm getting at. Garneg, Charskull, Battlemaster. Garneg, Charskull, and then what was it? Dragon Maul, Battlemaster. Now the finale for this Dragon Maul Clan quest is a pretty difficult elite quest. He's like level 32 elite surrounded by a bunch of other mobs, so that's one that I might have to come back for in the future. Mainly so that I don't have to worry about pulling the entire camp. He's very close to other mobs, and that's what I'm worried about. Meteor Rain. Okay, this is actually the site for the raptors. We've done this. I need to go around and go more over here. Gnawbone. I think we'll get rid of Tyrannus' journal when we're done in Ashenvale, when we've completely tied up all the loose ends there. But that's where we're going after this, so keep it as a reference point for now. But it's one of those items that you never really get rid of it. You have to understand that it's not like a turn-in item or anything like that. You just need to delete it yourself. Alright, Meteor Rain is also fighting these Dragon Maul Raiders, so... give her a hand. I think someone else is out here. There's a solid chest. Is there ore? Oh, it's Mike Holman. What a name. Hopefully he doesn't have his dwarven racial ability on. Each one of these guys can net. Our strat of just putting Seal of Light on them and then using Seal of Crusader. Look at my health and my mana, bro. It's like these guys aren't even doing anything to me. It's great. I love this. I attack so quickly, bro. It's actually such a fun way to play. I don't mind if I pull that other raider, because I'm going to when I open this chest. Damn it. Okay, I think they're going to be nice and not take my chest. Dude, female dwarf animations are actually pretty sick. That little overhead chop that she just did there. And look at that, she killed her mob by the time that I killed mine. Like, that's pretty comparable. Now, I am 4 levels higher than her, but... Alright, pretty much garbage. If I could give her the mana potions, I would, but... Oh, the banners are something that drop. I'm just realizing I don't need to actually kill these orcs for raw numbers, but... It says they have an 80% drop chance. I haven't seen a single one yet, and I've killed, what, 5+ of these raiders? I don't believe it's 80%. Sword's already up to 151. That's good. Alright, there's a banner. I'd rather take on raiders than these warlocks, these bone wardens. Whoops. But I guess their minions are undead, so I can just exercise them down. Okay, they don't have much health either, so that's good. Issue is they're casters, so they're hard to like pull away. What if I do this? I pull his pet, and then pull him away, outrange his casting. And then every time we have exercise, just switch over to you. Exercise you. Rebuff myself. Nice, another banner. Alright, they're not too bad. After this one, I'm gonna stop. I need a gooey spider kick just to get rid of this stuff. I need to be using it more. Yeah, this strat feels good. I'm not needing to heal myself at all, really. Like, I'm staying above 75% health pretty much completely. Dodging, blocking, missing, like... This feels so good. I'm so glad we made this sword and we went to one-handed sword and shield. This was our plan, and I did say for the longest time, I was like, eventually I am going to be switching to a one-handed sword and shield. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be using this merciless axe. We're definitely going to use that still, but for now, I've just discovered this combo, and it feels so good, and I want to keep using it. How does it feel with 2 mobs? Because again, if I don't need to use mana for healing, a lot of that mana can be used for more consecrates, more judgments, more seals. Like, look at this, 2 of them are wailing on me, and I'm staying above 75% health for a very long time. And they are fury mobs, so they attack pretty quickly, but I haven't healed myself once, and I'm almost at 100% health. Like, and it's a lot of it is, you know, like readout comes in, I have, you know, good block chance, missing, dodging, and then a lot of that gets healed back up. Yeah, he can run. I'm pretty sure looking at Mike Holman's gear that he's also a miner and a blacksmith, because he had his gear signed by him, so it's like he's definitely a blacksmith, which means I'm assuming he's also a miner. I don't think he was solo self-found. He didn't have the self-found adventure buff on him, but I say that because if there's any iron over here or gold or whatever, it's probably gone by now if he's already run past and started taking this stuff. No need, brother. I'll give you a big heal. See, he's sword and shield too. He gets it. Curses, I think I can. No, I can't. I think I can. Yeah, even fighting these two. Look at this, 97% health. I'm not taking any damage. Yo, Mike, you good, bro? I got you, twin. I got you, Mike. Always here to help a fellow dwarven brother of the light. I think he doesn't have a Seal of Light just yet. I think he gets Seal of Light next level. Yeah, looking forward, he said. Yeah, let me tell you, it's changed the game when I got that one too, bro. Alright, one more of these war banners and then we're done. I do need to go up here and do the waterlogged letter and then foggy McReel. I think he's got a quest where he needs to burn these things. That's what he's doing out here. Front load my mana. And there's our last banner. We also got a meat cleaver. Didn't set my hearth at Menethil, which I probably should, but I think we'll do it when we go back. Malin's request leads into a long chain full of elite quests. Oof. Probably going to hold off on that. Might fly up there real quick and just turn it in. It is 2,000 free experience just to turn it in, just to go to the Arathi Highlands, right? And then I can leave that chain for much later. Plus, there's a lot of elite quests here in Menethil. Or in Arathi Highlands, excuse me. There's 4 on this chain alone. Then there's Wanted Otto and Falcon Crest, Wanted Merez Cowl, and then randomly like a level 31 quest, kill Syndicate Highwaymen and Mercenaries. Like, and then we know this quest, the Princess is Trapped. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that quest on a Paladin. We did it on our Rogue, and it was dicey. We did it at 60. It was like it was like in our final episode, I'm pretty sure, with the Rogue. But we like quickly burst her down with all of our cooldowns, used a health potion, used sprint, used a target dummy, vanished. Despite being like max level, grats Andy Mage, despite being max level in really good gear for being self-found, having all of our tools for preparation, it was still sketchy. So I'm just like, dude, as a Paladin, like, I mean, I guess I could try and Bubble Hearth after it's over, but, and if I am Protection, no, there's too many elementals, bro. There's at least like 10 to 15 elementals that spawn during that fight. And I wouldn't have the burst damage to take her down like a Rogue. Rogues, you have like on-demand burst damage that is guaranteed. With a even if I was like full ret as a Paladin, a lot of my damage can be, it's very like high risk, high reward, right? Where I'll do a lot of damage, but I need Seal of Command procs, and I need them to not dodge, miss, or parry. If any of that happens, especially back to back, bro, so much of your damage is gone, and then it's purely a timing thing on that fight. Like, you just need to kill her quick enough to where you don't have to deal with the ads for very long. Like, you can kill her before a lot of the ads come, and then you can either run and get away from the ads, or you can't deal with those ads. I'm sorry. Like, maybe like a Frost Mage could, but because you can like freeze them and you know, root them, then evocate, blink away. But as a Frost Mage, you're going to be extremely squishy, right? Speaking of mages, when we play our mage, I think I want to play either Frostfire Hybrid or completely Arcane. I love the idea of being a Frostfire Hybrid, of like freezing and then glacial snapping and then melting that ice and then cauterizing, and like that whole lore of like, what's his name from My Hero? I don't think it's Todoroki. I think Todoroki's the one that is like the bird. I like him, but fire ice character from My Hero. Oh, it is Todoroki. Okay. Yeah, the idea of like Todoroki is how I would play my mage, where it's like half ice, half fire, and I think that's really cool. Or I would go all in on arcane. But I haven't decided yet. A lot of these characters, like how I'm gonna play their specs is I'm making them up completely. Obviously Rogue was like very much cookie cutter because I'm very familiar with Rogue and I know I've played combat for a very long time. But a lot of these other classes that I'm not very familiar with or comfortable with, I'm kind of just like making up the specs as I go and what I kind of like theory craft with. Even if it's not the best leveling spec or it's not the most secure or whatever, it's just what I think would be the best for me and how I think the class would play like the best and the safest and right. And that's kind of what I'm enjoying a lot of. Have you attacked the Dragon Ball encampment?
Well fought, adventurer. The Dragon Maws are not the same threat they were when they had dragons, but they're still fierce opponents. The Dragon Maws are led by Nekorosh, son of Nekros, who was the former head of the Dragon Maws years ago. Nekros used powerful magic to tame the red dragons, but when that magic failed him, the dragons were not happy. Nekros was killed, and his son has vowed revenge against the dragons who slew his father. While you were fighting the Dragon Maws, we discovered more of their plans. Nekrosh has built catapults and aims to lay siege to Menethil, and with the fighting in Dunalgaz, we're effectively blocked from reinforcements. You need to take out those catapults. They're in the Dragon Maw encampment. Here, take this tinder. Fight your way to the catapults and light them with the tinder. And after you've done that, find and kill Nekrosh. We need to cut this Dragon Maw beast down at its neck.
That's not all in one quest, right? Yeah, I think for right now we just go take on the catapults, and then once that's done, the catapults will give me the chain quest for taking on Nekrosh, defeat Nekrosh. Alright, well, good news is we're pretty much done with Menethil now. We'll be back in the future for some of these elite quests, probably like 35, 36, maybe 37, 38 if I'm being kind of generous, I guess, with being overleveled. But in my dreams, I can sometimes hear the doomed moans of my brethren. Please, good sir, free them from their bonds and quiet their cries.
My thanks to you, adventurer, and the gratitude of my cursed brethren goes to you as well. To break the curse and free all of my brethren, the thing stowed on my ship must be retrieved and cleansed. I don't know what it was, but I do know that it was stored securely in the ship's strongbox, which Captain Hallandor lorded over. My old captain is still in my dreams. I know he walks my doomed ship, the Intrepid. Get the key from him and use it to open the Intrepid's strongbox. Then, after you have the cursed thing, bring it to the priest Glorin Steelbrow in town.
Right. Can't wait till that's us. Let's see what this guy looks like. Doesn't look like he's solo self-found. Definitely buying gear. Yeah. Oh, brother. He looks cool, though. Looks really fucking cool, but he's buying gear. He's still using his Chauces of Westfall at level 40. That's how good these pants are. And that's why I don't really want to do dungeons, right? It's because, like, you'll get a piece like that, and it'll be the best piece that you can wear for so long. And that really, like, negates out a lot of, like, crafting items, a lot of quest items, a lot of really good items that you might fish up or get from a random chest, right? Like, shit. Real quick, let's make our hearth here in Menethil, because I think right after these two quests, I'm gonna go get the strongbox key. We'll go light the catapults on fire, and then I'll hearth back here to Menethil. Hopefully this will be the end of this pirate-based quest. And then I think we're going to go take the boat over to Aberdeen and then go back to Ashtranar. We need to do these two quests, this quest, these two quests, and this quest, and this quest. As well as head back into the Barrens, kill Cyrillus Falborn, and get his head. That way I can get my Light of Elune.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
Man, I feel like you don't see anyone that's solo self-found in hardcore. I remember on my rogue, I saw literally like a handful of players. I think so far I've encountered on this character 1 or 2 with the actual buff to show you that they're self-found, which is just insane, bro. Majority of people really don't even trust that they can play hardcore without buying their gear. It's insane. I get that some people like that aspect of like, you know, I can use my gold for something, but there's plenty that you can use your gold for and not buy your gear. And you can still even buy gear from specific merchants all around the world, but I don't know. Enough yapping about the whole buying gear thing. I'm constantly bitching about it. I would love a solo self-found only server. Specifically, even better if it was like a hardcore server, but the one thing that I could say would suck if it was a era-based server, if it was solo self-found, is then it makes enchanting your gear kind of difficult, and raiding is a lot more difficult because you can't buy flasks, you can't buy all these elixirs and things like that that raid leaders expect you to have. And in my mind, it's actually a benefit because people have been doing classic raids for years now. They've got it down to a science. But the whole world buff and like flask / full consumes meta is like really cancerous. I feel like especially for people that are trying to get into classic raiding, it's a lot to ask for someone that has a life, honestly. Like someone that works a job, has friends or a family or a social life or a significant other, anything like that. It's a lot to ask for, because in order to be one of those people that's there for all the world buffs, complete with your consumes, like every consumable that you should have, you kind of just can't have a life, truly. You never know when world buffs are going to drop. So it's like, if you're out at dinner, you took your significant other to dinner or whatever, and it's like, you miss world buffs. Well, guess what? You show up to the raid and you don't have world buffs, you're not raiding this week. Like, okay. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Or like, you have to work overtime this week. You've got to work 55 hours instead of 40. And like, now you only get an hour to play when you get home. It's like, you're not going to be able to get all of your consumables, your night song flowers or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, you won't have the gold unless you're swiping in order to get full consumes. And then that's a whole different other story of like, okay, so now you have to basically spend your real life money in order to buy gold illegally in the game so that you can afford consumables so that you can raid. And then they use a GDKP system to where you're probably not going to get gear, so you're literally just spending money to go do a raid for like 4 hours and get nothing out of it. Like, it's very, very cancerous. So again, if it was a solo self-found server, like all of that goes away, right? Like world buffs will still be there, but maybe what I worry is like people would expect you to be a alchemist enchanter or something like that and farm a bunch of gold if you wanted to raid, which is just like, no, bro. But then it's like, well, you won't have engineers for bombs, and bombs are actually really nice, like sapper charges and stuff like that. That's all really nice for clearing out trash. I don't know. They do it in hardcore, so it's like it can't be. Yeah, people have definitely like cleared out all the raids in hardcore, so it can't be expected. Like you can do it without any consumables, is what I'm trying to just say. But people just want it. They want to be fast about it. They want to be efficient. I get that, but it's a very like toxic meta, if I'm being honest. I don't really fuck with it. That's why I don't really raid in Classic. I have before. I know about it, and that's why I'm not a big fan of it, but... Right, where is this captain? I actually much prefer raiding in retail and in other versions of WoW. Like, I really enjoyed raiding in Wrath, but even that got to be, like, too much. My peak days for raiding was in OG Wrath. I played, like I said, I played a Fire Mage, I played a Rogue, and I played a Holy Paladin. And I really progressed on my Holy Paladin up to Heroic ICC 25. I had Valinir. I was consistently clearing Lich King on 25 Heroic. I was pretty much full bis on my Paladin, and a good set on a Fire Mage. My Fire Mage was my ult. And then I had other characters that were like, you know, okay, a decent Death Knight. Like I said, I had my Rogue, but I wasn't like a Rogue main back then. And that's kind of where I learned, like, man, healing is actually a lot of fun, and playing a Holy Paladin in ICC was so fun, man. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. Specifically, I think it's I can't remember the boss's name, like Dream Binder or Dream Eater or something. Like, the whole mechanic of the fight is for your healers to, instead of DPS dealing damage to the boss, healers have to heal the boss, and DPS like deal with the ads and stop the ads dealing damage back to the boss, and it's just this big like heal fight, and it was so much fun. I loved doing that boss, because then it's like, okay, well, the healers actually get a chance to shine and show like what can they do and what is the top numbers that they can heal, right? I like this ship specifically because there's little pockets of air that I can like come back up to and catch my breath. How are we looking on time? 13 minutes or so. Man, time really moves fast when you're playing well. This damn curse. These guys can't deal damage to me, bro. I dodge. I might eat one, but I've already healed for 100 and... God, I've healed so much. Alright, he hit me kind of hard with the crit there, but that's fine. I'm just healing it all right back. Alright, where's the quest item? Is it underneath? Not seeing it down here, but maybe it's further in. Maybe it's above? The Eye of Paleth and then cleansing the eye. There's 2 more chains after this. I imagined it being here, but maybe it's above. I have no idea. Ooh, Battle Smasher of the Bear. 26 silver. It's actually pretty decent. I still think our current sword is better just because we're swinging so fast, but... Where the hell is this item? Alright, well I didn't see it up top. Maybe it is down low? Oh, it is down low, okay. Can I get it without aggroing you? The chest is securely locked. The key is rusted, but it fits the lock neatly. Opening the chest reveals a blackened orb, pulsing with an eerie light. It's the treasure of which Fitzsimmons spoke, the cursed eye of Paleth. Take the cursed eye to Paleth, the dwarven priest. Glorn. Alright, let's get out of here before I run out of breath. I'll read the rest of that quest up here. The Eye of Paleth. Okay. Take the cursed Eye of Paleth to the dwarven priest Glorin Steelbrow in Menethil. Ask him how to remove the eye's curse. Okay. South Shore. Deliver Sully Baloo's letter to Sarah Baloo. Why don't... Oh, we know Sarah Baloo. She's in Ironforge. Damn. I remember like kind of lightly making fun of her name. Being like, Sarah Baloo, what a name. Like many, many episodes ago. Wow. Doesn't seem like there's chains on these either, so I should probably go take them. I'll tell you what, let's go to the catapult. We'll destroy the catapults. We'll take the next quest, defeating Necrosh, so we have a reminder to come back here. Like I said, it'll probably be like 36, 37, 38, somewhere around that range. We'll still get experience for it, but I should be a much higher level than these orcs to where I can kind of pull the camps apart and not have to worry about pulling 3 or 4 plus an elite. And then we'll also work on the Dark Iron War, a Grim Task, and the Thandal Span, or the Thandal Span, when we do Necrosh. Thankfully, the Thandal Span, it has a chain to it, but it doesn't seem like the rest of the quests are elite. I don't really know how to get to Foggy McCreel. I know that... I know that there's a... not like a hidden way, but you do need to be careful. The fall is deadly. I'll see if I can figure it out on my own, but if not, I might have to look up online, like how exactly do you do the jumping puzzle. But I'm fairly confident that we can figure it out. Bam, 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 bam. Might as well jump, jump, bam, 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 bam. Hang on there, little missy. Go ahead and jump. Excuse me? Bro, I feel so confident. Look at my health. Oh, I forgot they run though. Getting a good bit of silk from these boys. I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak past him. But wait. We did. The chest is back. I do want it, so. Let's see if I fall under 80% health. I'm not even going to fall under 90, I think. Bro. End the fight at 100% health. Alright, we fell under 90. You got me. I basically get 3 autos for free in my Hammer of Justice. That's kind of cool. Not getting a lot of Seal of Light procs here, but it's when I get lucky and do like block, miss, parry, dodge, and then also I'm getting procs on my Seal of Light. That's when it feels the best. Yeah, I guess I should have known. Plus, not needing to heal as much means I don't need to use Holy Light, and if I do need to heal, I can just kind of throw a quick flash of light on, which means I don't even really need to switch to Concentration Aura, because it's so fast. And it doesn't chew through my mana, meaning I can use more Consecrates, I can, you know what I mean? It's just overall so much more efficient. And then once we get Seal of Wisdom, it's like, bro, I'll never have mana issues. Some juice, some more potions. See if I can, like, wiggle my way through the middle of the field here. And then also, like, if I keep my health high, by the time that I pull another pack, my natural regen is kicked in, and I'm basically up to 100% health again, so I don't even have to worry about, like, stopping and having to throw a heal on myself or eating, anything like that, right? We haven't drunk once since switching to the sword and the shield. I should have done this earlier, but I'm yapping. But yeah, if I just set up my combo of Seal of Light, Judgment, Seal of Crusader, and then swing, I have time for my mana to start naturally regenerating. And then if I need a finisher, I do Seal of Judgment or Seal of Righteousness and then judge that. Little toolbox in his homie. The guy that's buying gear and has a double account. Sorry, I messed this up. We're playing a Paladin and a Warlock together. Interesting combo. Wouldn't mind grabbing one more raider. Hell, I'll grab both of them. Yeah. This will be a real test. Now if I get readout. The net is a little annoying. Trying to not have to heal. I just want to see if I can like do this organically, and so far we're doing great.
Health warning.
Alright, go ahead and throw a heal real quick.
Health warning.
We could do it without it, but just in case I accidentally like face pull something else. And I played that like pretty terribly. I could definitely play that better. Two more levels and we get our next drink. Really, it's about a level. I'm close to leveling up here. We're past our time, but that's okay. I think I'm going to push to like an hour 15 today. I want to finish this quest and then head up to Foggy Mackerel and where the waterlogged letter is. I don't think Seal of Crusader gives me any more attack speed when I level it up, right? It does grant me more attack power, though, melee attack power. So maybe it is actually worth leveling up my Seal of Crusader at this point. If I'm going to be using it like this. The first catapult is before you. Will you set it aflame? You place some of the tinder on the catapult, then strike a spark onto it. Flame erupts and quickly spreads. Whoops. Now that the catapults have been burned, find and kill Chieftain Nekrosh. So we can get the Ancient War Sword. This thing looks sick. It's like a samurai blade. Or the Barreling Reaper. This is actually just our sword, but better. It's 0.1 speed slower, same stamina, 2 extra on the high end, 1 extra on the low end. It's a pretty cool looking axe. Or we can get the Ancient War Sword. 3.3, 57 to 86. 9 strength, 6 stamina. I would lose 3 strength, but I would gain 6 stamina. I might actually use this sword. Oh, I didn't realize the Cursed Eye of Paleth is an actual item that you can use. -3 to your stamina increases damage done by shadow spells and effects by 10. So if you're a warlock or a shadow priest, this is actually a pretty cool item to get. It's a very interesting item because it's unique. It's soulbound. Doesn't say that it's a quest item on it, but I wonder what do you get for cleansing the eye? Oh, this is interesting. I sheathed my sword, but my shield is still out. Jacko, my man. Alright, let's sell the rest of this junk. Even if I switch to that axe, it's going to be a sharp weapon, so I'm just going to get rid of these excess coarse weight stones. I still have a full stack of 20 if we wind up switching back to a blunt weapon, but for the most part, it's looking like we're going to be sharp for a while. This has got to be a rare raptor, right? Jurassic wrist guards. Or the beaded raptor collar. I mean, it's literally in the name, yeah. What interesting stats for a piece of cloth gear. 6 strength, 6 stamina. Good bracers if I was a a rogue or a druid. We'll definitely hunt this rare on our druid. And when I play my Night Elf rogue as like our final character, but that'll probably be honestly like a year plus from now. Crazy to think, but there's a little toolbox and his homie. No buffs from me though, but not even a thank you. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's hard being a son of the light, I'll tell you that. All right, how do we... It seems like they're over in this little nook. I think we saw them when I was running to Arathi that one time. It's either a jump or maybe this staircase. Ooh. Dark Iron Saboteurs down here, huh? See, there's Foggy McReel. Okay, I can't go this way. I'm assuming the waterlogged letter is down in the water? It's in its name, right? Like... Okay, this is a bit of an intense jump. I think I'll make it if I do that, but I'm not sure. There is water beneath me, and I think bubble will stop the fall damage if I bubble in time. That's got to be the angle, right? You jump from here. I don't see any other way. Yeah. Bubble just in case. Okay. Let's check for the waterlogged letter, I guess. Maybe you need some kind of speed boost in order to make that. Oh my god. Waterlogged envelope. Oh no. Is that Sully's husband or brother? Or Sally or Sarah? Sarah Blue? The waterlogged... Hang on, let me make sure there's no mobs around me. The waterlogged and war-torn envelope dissolves in your hand, leaving you with a few pages of a letter in your grasp, written with painstaking care. The letter is addressed to a Miss Sarah Ballou of Ironforge and begins, "My dear Sarah." Can I read it? What do you mean this thing's destroyed? It's 8 pages. Alright, when I get up I'll read that, but... Or probably when we hearth back, when I know I'm in the clear. Let me see... Is there a way to actually make this jump without needing some movement speed? WoW Classic, how to get to Foggy McReel. Let me make sure there's no mobs up here. I feel like I remember mobs being over here. Sure enough. Some of them Dark Iron boys. Oh, actually a full camp's worth. Alright, let me watch this video real quick. See, he aims for a different ledge. There's a hidden, invisible platform? What? No way. And then you just make the jump? If you press W, you will fall. Okay. So you have to jump hop. Oh, it's so cool. It's so precise. Can I sneak past these boys? I'm going for it. Yep. Stay away from me. I should be able to reset them. Alright, let's see if I can do the same trick as he did. Looks intense. My Divine Protection is gone, so I can cast Blessing of Protection if I need. But there is water underneath, so... Okay, so he stood here, and he said aim for this. You just hop forward? Nope. Oh. I don't think you hop, I think you just run? Is that what he did? Not gonna lie, these long falls kind of get my heart racing. What did he do? Did he just walk forward? No, he did like a mini hop, I think. Yeah, he did a mini hop, okay. Now, obviously this would be easier if I had, like, you know, the Noggin Fogger elixir where I could get slow fall and then come back and do this, but I kind of want to get it now. 3,000 experience is pretty good. Alright, same thing here. If I pull any of them, just let it reset. Just grabbed 2. As long as I don't touch them, we won't train them, so to speak. Pull them, that is. Alright, so you don't want to do a full, like, run forward run jump. You want to do, like, a mini hop, I think, where you're stationary and then you just kind of hop and move forward. So let me practice. Like that, yeah. Nope. Oh. This is dicey, boys. This is dicey. I don't think that kills me from there to there. Bro, this is a tough little jump. You have to be so accurate. Bro, I have no idea how he gets there. See, he does like he actually does a full jump. He doesn't do a mini jump. Alright, I'll try one more time, and if not, we'll hold off on this for now. I mean, I can't... There's a way to do it. I'm clearly seeing there's a way to do it. It's just... It's very precise. Oh, I didn't pull him that time. Nice. Okay. Make sure I'm targeting myself here. That way, Blessing and Protection. I think it'll just automatically apply to myself if I don't have a target, but just in case. I wonder if I can walk on the chains and maybe get it. It looks like he did not do that. No, you can't even get on the chains. Interesting. Okay, so again, he was like this, and he's right around like here. Oh, we got it. Go for it. Oh, and it's that easy, boys. It's that easy, Foggy McCreel.
Had quite a bit of the old moonshine last night. Longbraid would have my head if he knew that I passed out during my watch. The noggin hurt something fierce. Felt as though a whole brigade of siege engines passed overhead. All that rumbling. Oh my, look at the time. I promised Brewmeister Bilger in Southshore that I'd repay my debt to him by sending some moonshine. But there are just 15 minutes left before I'm overdue. Take him this batch, would you please? And hurry!
So this is a timed quest. Oh. Because I was targeting him, I almost messed that up. Alright, let's run to South Shore real quick. I can get the flight path, I can turn this in. Let's be on our P's and Q's here, heading into... Well, traveling through Arathi, because we know Arathi is pretty dangerous, and through Hillsbrad, there's horde NPCs all over the place. I want to just get to Darla. We'll get the flight path, and we'll turn this in really quickly, and then soon enough we'll be coming here for some of these quests. There's 2 level 30s, a level 31, 34, 33, 33, 34. We've got other matters to attend to right now, of course, but wow, I can't believe I got that. That one was a little sneaky. You would never know that if you didn't look up like a video. If there wasn't other people that had that information somehow and shared it, you would never know. I would be like, okay, well, I need to get a slow fall item. What's a slow fall item? Noggin Fogger, right? Like. But by the time that you get Noggin Fogger, you wouldn't have... This wouldn't give you experience. I kind of need a quicker TTK here. Thinking about going to the axe. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep moving, don't look back. Nice waterfall. Yeah, that's cute. Another nice waterfall. Leading into this waterfall. Giant stone gate, too. Rothi's so cool. It's simple. It's one of those zones that when I was younger I didn't really appreciate as much, but now that I'm older I like it a lot. What about Nimar? We never found this guy on my rogue, but I guess there could be some value on this character. We did get the headdress on my rogue one time, but we were looking for specifically this cloak, the dark hooded cape. We never got it. We killed him 3 times. I think one time I got the gloves, and then we got the headdress twice or something like that, but we never got the cape. The cape is an incredibly good rogue cape. 10 agility, 4 strength, 27 armor. We were going to use this thing all the way up to 60. I think still currently, if I look at that character and I look at his cloak, I have a comparable cloak, but I think this one is still better. But just wasn't in the cards for him. What about the other rares here? Anything good for... A lot of random rolled gear. If it doesn't show stats, it means it can be any stat. So of the moon, of the monkey, of the bear, of the lion, of the raptor, the owl, right? But then, of course, there are like specific pieces like... Ranger's cloak, interesting. The dark hooded cape or Nimar's tribal headdress. Those are both specific pieces.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Silver Mist. Oh, look who it is. Fosruk. Thankfully, he's not aggressive on his own, because that could have been bad. She gives me 8 all stats and 195 extra armor with 10 to resistances. Mark of the Wild is actually such a good buff, man. Thorns, of course, is great. It's basically red aura, so then now I have like 2 red auras. Once I get my next rank in red aura, it'll be this level of thorns, essentially. So with a red aura and thorns, 24 damage back to every attack is like, that's pretty nice. Alright, we might be pushing it on time. We have 9 minutes left. I think we can get there, but it's going to be close. There's definitely a quest that would be better if I had the flight path already, or if I had a mount or something like that. But speaking of mounts, about 6 levels from our mount at this point, which is exciting. We finally get off the ground. We get to have a Paladin charger, and we don't have to pay for it. We would be far away from the mount if we had to pay for it. We didn't get it on our rogue until, I think it was like level 45, 46, something like that, and I really nickel and dimed on that character. Crystals in the mountain. Interesting, they won't offer that to me right now. Maybe it's a chain? Or a dropped item that I have to get and then turn into them? Stromgard, rest in peace. This massive gate is so cool too. I feel like it's one of those landmarks that like a lot of people overlook, but there's a lot of world lore and weight to this gate. They kept Arathi like very locked up and secure, right? Obviously you had the Dwarven Bridge down here, the Thandal Span. You have this massive wall. I can't remember the name of it, but now as you can tell it's pretty much been destroyed. The gate permanently held open now, but at some point in history they had this thing sealed 24/7, I imagine. They were probably very particular with who they let in and who they let out. Not so much who they let out, but who they let in. Because, yeah, originally, remember, one of the Thoradin's wall, which was, I think Thoradin was the old leader of the Stromgard Keep. One of the original human tribes was the clan of Strom. Alright, Hillsbrad. It's been a while since we've been here. Syndicate documents. There's 2 quests on that. Interesting. Six minutes left. I think we'll make it. And then when we turn this in, I'll get the flight path, of course, and then hearth back to Menethil, I think. Or maybe I fly over here to Skirto real quick, turn that in, and then just fly back. Maybe I go to Ironforge, talk to Sarah Ballou. I don't think I'm going to level up, so I kind of want to hold off on that and go to Ironforge when I hit 34, so I can kind of 2 birds, 1 stone, get my training. I need to get new ranks in Seal of Crusader at this point, because I'm realizing if I'm going to be using it the way that I'm using it, which is basically Seal of Light, Judgment, and then Seal of the Crusader, the additional melee attack power is going to be really nice. Right now it's giving us 35, but if I get rank 2, rank 3, and rank 4, it'll give us 147. So like 4 times the additional attack power. It's going to really help how hard we hit. But yeah, I kind of want to try and save that for when I hit 34, and that way I can get all the ranks in Seal of Crusader, a new rank in Blessing of Wisdom, a new ability Divine Shield itself, which is a new bubble, very exciting, a new Flash of Light, and a new Seal of Righteousness. Big training at 34, and then at 36 we get, 38 we get Seal of Wisdom. That'll be our final seal, I believe. I'm going to put that on Shift E, and then at 40 we get a new Blessing of Light, which basically you just put that blessing on a target and they receive more healing from both my Holy Light and Flash of Light spells. So I'd probably put that down here on Shift 6, and if I was ever pulling like a elite mob and I was worried about needing to heal myself, instead of keeping like Blessing of Kings or Blessing of Wisdom or whatever blessing that I'm using, I'd probably use Blessing of Light on myself. But eventually we will pretty soon get Blessing of Kings.
Where would you like to fly to?
I think at 42, maybe 41 is when we'll get Blessing of Kings, but 1, 2, 3, 2 here. Where is he? There he is. Bilger. What's the good Wardorf?
Nothing like Foggy McCreel's moonshine to warm you up on a brisk day. And here I was thinking the little bugger was going to be overdue on his bills again. Thank you, friend. Many thanks indeed.
Half a gold piece right there, and 3,000 experience. That's nice. Alright, let's do some flying real quick. I'm going to pause while we fly around just to save some time, but we're going to go to Arathi. Turn this quest into Squirto. That's 2,000 experience right there. And then it's 1,200 plus, I'm assuming, cleansing the eye. If I don't have anything else to do there, that might... I'm still not going to have enough.
To fly to?
Yeah, unfortunate. I guess I could go to Sven. That's 600, and then I get the Morbid Fell quest. That's only going to give me, yeah, negligible. Just going to be a little bit short, unfortunately. I definitely don't want to go all the way out to Ashenvale Ashtranar and then hit 34 there, because I'm going to have to come all the way back over here to get my training. So I kind of want to try and hit 34 before we go over to Ashtranar. All of these quests will still be green to me. I'm only 4 levels above. 5 levels for Kayneth's quests, but 6 levels is when they go gray and stop giving me experience, so. Ideally we hit 34 and then we go over there.
So
Squirto.
Marlin sent you? I don't care if Paladin rose up from the dead and wished you here on a dragon. I'm busy. Talk to Crichton if you need something.
Alright, well, we'll be back for that. Oh. Let's take that and let's take that. That's nice. Some new potions and new mana potions. Alright.
Where would you like to fly to?
Take me back to Menethil now. A lot of flying around. Wow. New potions, baby. Probably just sell these. I've got some extra in the bank. Or probably sell the ones in the bank and keep these. Put this back in the bank, put that in the bank, sell those. A lot of silk, so I should be able to hit 180 with, or 210 with those, I mean, excuse me. And then 210 I can learn Mage Weave bandages. I don't have Mage Weave yet, of course, but what's so nice about that is then, I mean, it's already that way right now, but silk will basically just become, make it into bandages to sell, right? And a full stack of heavy silk bandages goes for basically a gold. There's a lot of, oh, tin and mithril. Ah, I didn't hover over that mithril. Fuck. We're 2 points off from being able to get mithril, I'm pretty sure. Target Prince. I'm too far. Iron underwater. Level 40 is when we'll start coming out here and looking for Prince Nasdaq, or Nazjek, however you say his name. I didn't even realize you could just swim right over there from here. Just go like straight across. We definitely want to get Tidal Charm if we can, because it is going to count as another stun for Seal of Command, and if they're stunned with Seal of Command, of course, they take more damage, so it's basically 2 stuns that I could rotate between with Hammer of Justice and the Tidal Charm. Plus, once we finally get improved Hammer of Justice, which is quite a ways away, this will only be a 45-second cooldown instead of a minute. And then the Tidal Charm is a very long cooldown, unfortunately. Tidal Charm's what, 15 minutes? Something like that? Yeah, 15-minute cooldown, but it's still an ability that could save your life. Let's say you're running away from mobs, you need to stun one. We could Tidal Charm one, Hammer of Justice another, and then try and like make away. That drunk Fitzsimmons sent you to me. Well, you can tell him I don't have any extra ale. He's gonna have to panhandle someone else.
An Eye of Paleth! Amazing! There's something wrong with this one. You found it on one of those shipwrecks? Well, that explains it. But I didn't know they had such an eye on the Third Fleet. It's no wonder Fitzsimmons was so spooked. A cursed Eye of Paleth is no cause for mirth. I can't lift the curse from the Eye of Paleth. The eyes were crafted by human priests, so you'll have to go to Stormwind to find someone who can help you. Speak with Archbishop Benedictus. He is head of the Cathedral of Light in Stormwind. He can help.
Very cool quest. Very, very cool quest. You turn this cursed eye into a functioning eye, and then it winds up being like actually a really good offhand for healers. I don't think it's going to beat my shield, of course. It is nice to have some extra healing. It might be an item that I keep just for memories, you know what I mean? Kind of like a nostalgic item.
Would you
but
like to fly to?
All right, let's fly to Stormwind. I'm going to pause the video while we fly to save some time because we are already over by quite a bit, but I just want to knock all these out and hopefully hit 34 in this session. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, gamers, just touched down in Stormwind. It is, well, it was just a second ago. That's crazy. It was raining really hard here. Zero Wizard. This guy looks sick. Damn, he's juiced out his ass. Brimstone Staff. Got them rime-covered mantles. The Wizard's hat to boot. Alright, let's go talk to Archbishop Benedictus, see what he has to say. And then I think we're heading to... This will give me 2,000 experience. That puts me at... Let's see exactly. 2450. Pull out the calculator on this one. I need exact numbers. 54799 plus 2450 puts me at 57,294. Is that what it said? Hang on. 249. 57,249 minus 58600. So I need 1351 from this Sarah Baloo quest. Oh, we will get it. Nice. Okay. We also need to take this quest from Longbeard, the Brass Bolt Brothers. We have some quests to take here to take us out to Desolus as well. Things are starting to pick up again. Guy's name is Gargle Blast. Holy. Cleansing the eye. What is that orb you have? It looks soiled.
An eye of Paleth, but this one has seen much sorrow. ... It must have been witness to a terrible tragedy. Let me cleanse it, for the eyes were created to shine bright, and their powers can be quite dangerous if tainted like this one.
Sick. Very cool item. Like a little disco ball. Enchanted with holy light. Guy's name is Leon Bands. What a name. That name is top tier. Big dog. Yeah, you got lay on hands, well I got lay on bands, and then he hits a fucking money spread on you. Haha, I appreciate it. Yeah. That name is goated, bro. Alright. Again, we're going to do some flying. We're going to head to Ironforge this time. I'm going to pause while we fly, and we will finish up our business in Ironforge. And then I think we're going to hearth back to Menethil and wrap it up in Menethil. And then next time we play, I'm going to be catching a boat to Aberdeen, flying from Aberdeen to Ashtranar, and we'll be back in Kalimdor to finish up all of Ashen Vale, and I really need to go take on Cyrillus Falborn. But all right, let's just catch
These great beasts, no path
that ride,
you can't
and
find
we'll be
on
back
foot.
in just a
They'll
second,
get you
guys.
there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
Thanks, long drink. We'll be back in just a second, guys. All right, gamers, we have just touched down in Ironforge. Been a while since we've been here, but it's good to be home. We're going to turn this quest in. We're going to go talk to Longbeard. We'll go get our training in the Mystic Ward, and then run by the bank and drop off some of these health potions, this elixir of water breathing. Wait, I need to read this letter, that's right. Dun Motor of the Wetlands, my dear Sarah. The indications are very strong that we shall move to take watch over the Thendal span in the few days. Lest I shall not be able to write to you again, I feel impelled to write a few lines that may fall under your eye when I shall be no more. Our assignment may be one of a few days' duration, and full of pleasure, and it may be one of severe conflict and death to me. If it is necessary that I should fall on the battlefield for the Alliance, I am ready. I have no misgrievances, no misgivings about, or lack of confidence in the cause in which I am engaged, and my courage does not halt or falter. I know how strongly the kingdom of Ironforge leans on the triumph of the Alliance, and how great a debt we owe to those who went before us through the blood and suffering of the great wars. And I'm willing, perfectly willing, to lay down all my joys in this life to help maintain this alliance and to pay that debt. Damn, what a guy. Sarah, my love for you is deathless. It seems to bind me in mighty cables that nothing but omnipotence could break, and my love of kingdom comes over me like a strong wind and bears me irresistibly on with all these chains to the battlefield. Damn, he's a romantic too. The memories of all the blissful moments I have spent with you come creeping over me, and I feel most deeply grateful to the light and you that I have enjoyed them so long, and how hard it is for me to give them up and burn to ashes the hope of future years when we might still have lived and loved together, and seen our sons grow up to be honorable dwarfhood. And see our sons grow up to honorable dwarfhood around us. Oh man, this guy. I know I have but few and small claims upon divine providence, but something whispers to me, perhaps it is the wafted prayer of my little Edgar, that I shall return to my loved ones unharmed. If I do not, my dear Sarah, never forget how much I love you, and when my last breath escapes me on the battlefield, I shall whisper your name. Forgive my many faults and the many pains I've caused you. How thoughtless, how foolish I have oftentimes been. How gladly would I wash out with my tears every little spot upon your happiness and struggle with all the misfortune of this world to shield you and my dear children from harm. But I cannot. I must watch you from the twisting nether and hover near while you buffet the storm with your precious little freight, and wait with sad patience till we meet to part no more. But oh, Sarah, if the dead can come back to Azeroth and flit unseen around those they love, I shall always be near you in the gladdest day, and in the darkest night, amidst your happiest scenes and gloomiest hours always. Always, and if there be a soft breeze upon your cheeks, it shall be my breath. As the cool air fans your throbbing temple, it shall be my spirit passing by. Sarah, do not mourn me dead. Think I am gone and waiting for thee, for we shall meet again. Sully. Dude, look, I'm going to be completely honest. As a guy that's been in multiple relationships in my life, men love women more than women love men, bro. This is some shit that only men would write. This is Shakespearean. This is beautiful, bro. What's she going to do? She's going to go find another man and remarry. I already know it. Ugh. And this guy's like, I am the breeze upon your cheeks that you feel. Don't wait for me. Don't mourn me. We'll meet again. Know that I'm always with you. I would gladly give up my life to protect you and our children. Like, dude, come on. He's such a romantic. Sully, I might not even turn this. No, she deserves to hear this. But I was like, I'm thinking about keeping this quest, this letter for myself, and just being like, you know what? She don't deserve that. She deserves it. She needs to hear this. So.
Welcome.
You look as though you've traveled a great distance and seen much turmoil in your time, Paladin. These times we live in are trying on the soul. What news do you bring to me now?
You say you saw my Sully pinned beneath the icy waters? Say it isn't so. Let me read what he wrote.
Aye, ma'am. It was... You don't deserve to know that. But here you are. Bam! Oh, and she gives us a quest to follow up. Sarah Ballou reads Sully's letter page by page. This isn't fair. My dearest Sully, come back to me. No, Bill. Why did you bring me such news? See, I shouldn't have done this either, because, now she has to, she could have lived in painful ignorance. But I guess she deserves to know. You need to know so you can start healing and moving on, right?
Adventurer, I have but a small request to ask of you. Take this note I have prepared to our great monarch of Ironforge, King Magni Bronzebeard. 'Tis a small task to ask of one such as yourself, someone who has shown great valor to the cause of the Alliance thus far. For me to go before the king in my grief-ridden state would not serve the purpose of my cause. Surely you understand.
Aye. To my honorable king, 'tis not the place of a lowly soldier's wife to question the actions of great leaders such as yourself. The battles that rage across our lands are being fought to preserve the great life we know and love, from the cool waters of Loch Modan to the brisk snow-capped peaks of Dunmerol. But the wars we wage in the name of preservation are to come at what cost? Upon the death of which fallen soldier do we realize that the very life we strive to save is slipping from us on the battlefield? Under how many swords and axes must we throw our future? Under how many feet of sodden soil must we bury our past? It is not the place of a lowly soldier's wife to ask such questions, yet I write to you now as the lowly soldier's widow. My husband might have been one soldier in the ranks of thousands to you. To me, he was the great Soli Baloo, father of my children, and my one partner in this life. Oh, she's a romantic too. I'm gonna fucking cry. Forgive me if my questions to you, O great leader, ring inappropriate, but the dead cannot ask these questions for themselves. Your loyal subject, Sarah Baloo.
You ever heard of the Shimmering Flats? It's a stretch of salt.
I'm gonna
flats
cry,
right over
bro.
in
Holy
Paladin,
shit.
just south of the Thousand Needles Canyon. It's a great place for racing because, well, it's so flat. A couple of gnome brothers are out there, friends of mine, trying out their new rocket car.
Oh,
And
I
from
know
what
about those
I hear,
boys.
It's fast. Huh. So fast that their pilots keep crashing, giving themselves concussions. So they asked me for some siege engine helmets, but I have duties here. I can't make the trip. Can
Sure.
you?
Alright, let's go talk to Magni real quick. It's the first time that we're going to be speaking with Magni. That's kind of exciting. We'll get our training, and then I need to hurry and wrap this one up. We are approaching 2 hours, and that's way over time. Need to get ready to go to the gym. Get back from the gym. Probably shower. Make some food, make my protein shake. I don't think I'm going to do 2 tonight because this one's gone so long, and it's already pretty late. But we've had quite the adventure today. We did hit 34, which is exciting. Another point in redoubt. Magni has 1,000,000 health. Look at that. Holy. So, you're Bell, the Paladin. News of your contributions to the Alliance has traveled quick. And quite far, you know. On what business do you come before me today?
It will take but a moment for me to peruse this letter. I do not expect good dwarves like Mrs. Baloo to understand why the travesties of war must be endured for the greater good of our people. The loss of her husband, and the loss of every dwarf that fights in the name of the Alliance, weighs heavy on my soul. While I cannot bring her husband back from the twisting nether, I can pay tribute to him. I'm going to commission a memorial to Sully Baloo to be built by Grand Mason Mableston.
Damn, what a good
Send word
king.
to him now, adventurer. You shall be custodian of my bidding.
Aye, your majesty. Man, what a good king. A king's tribute. Alright, let's go snag our training real quick. And then we'll go talk to Grand Mason Marbleston. I'm assuming he's going to have us go get some materials or something, but... Beldrick.
The light be with you, adventurer. How can I help you?
Another rank of Blessing of Wisdom, another rank of Flash of Light, another rank of Seal of Righteousness. We get Divine Shield finally, and then Seal of Crusader rank 2, 3, and 4. That takes us back down to 14 silver, but it's perfectly fine with me. Let's see, a new rank of Flash of Light, rank 3, new rank in Blessing of Wisdom. We get a new rank in Seal of Righteousness, rank 5. We get Divine Shield. We get Seal of the Crusader, rank 4. Real quick swing by the bank. Talk to me. And okay, let me, I mean, it's right here. I don't have to go far. Shit, I should have put those iron bars in the bank too. John Turner. William Turner.
So King Magni Bronzebeard himself sent ye? My, this must be important. So our good king would like a memorial built in honor of a soldier named Sully Baloo? And you say the poor chap died during the Thandal Span tragedy? Bah, will there ever be peace on Azeroth? Nonetheless, any commission from the king is of utmost importance. To build a truly epic and lasting peace, I want to work with one of the finest stones available. Travel to Darrow Hill in Hillsbrad and gather for me some Alterac granite.
Damn. This would be such a hard thing to have to deal with, is like losing a loved one at a young age in your life. Like let's say you lost your husband or wife at like 30 and then to like a war or something like that. It's not like they left you or, you know, they died at war, and then the king is going to make them a statue to like remember them by, and then every day that you had, like, you're going to walk by that and see that, and it's just going to remind you, and it's going to be painful and rough, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, damn, so much. All right, anything else we had to do here? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and hearth, get it on cooldown. I'm gonna make some bandages and then we're gonna wrap it up. Oh, I should have got the book out of the, fuck, that's all right.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair.
Meteor rain.
We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
209 and calling it 210 right here. Oh, I shouldn't have bought all these. Damn, I shouldn't have bought all these drinks. At 35, we get moonberry juice, which is next level. Alright, well, we still have 13 gold left after all's said and done. I'm going to buy another stack of drinks here for next level. It'll be a while before we hit 35, I think, but I need to try and use all of these sweet nectars before then. I get 10 silver if I sell them back, but I'd rather use them than kind of waste it, you know what I mean? I don't think anyone here sells hot spices. One, two, three, four. You do. Nice. Alright, real quick on this fire, let's cook this stuff down. Maybe I'll get 1 point in cooking. It's not looking likely. Hey, we got 1 point. Huge. And then sell the excess. 202 in cooking. 215 in first aid. $188 in fishing. Fishing's now our lowest secondary, but mining is actually my lowest profession of all. 178. 182 in blacksmithing. Not bad. Our professions are looking pretty good for only being level 34, so. Alright guys, I know this was a bit of a longer one, but I got consumed with a lot going on there, and that was a lot of fun, so. Still under 2 hours, that's all that matters. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.